I will be right back.
All your basket needs at a great price.
All in the Kroger app.
Get flavorful Cook's portion ham for $1.29 a pound with your card. Limit 1 with an additional $25 purchase. Then get select Nabisco Ritz crackers for $1.99 each with a digital coupon. Shop these deals at your local Kroger today. Or click the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Sonic Radio. I'm your host, the CIO, and I just found the sound effects machine. Just in time because the new Junior Chicken sandwiches at Sonic are only $1.99 each. It's perfectly seasoned, crispy chicken that comes in original or honey chipotle. No, already did that one. Save that one for later. That's a soft no.
Find Junior Chicken sandwiches on the Sonic Fun 99 menu. Live free, eat Sonic. Tax not included. See menu for details.
Okay, so when we get on the car lot, don't look anyone in the eye, don't smile, stand right next to me. This is serious business.
But Dad...
I know, it's tough. But in the game of car buying, we gotta play it smart.
Dad, there are no games. CarMax has upfront pricing. The price we saw online is the price we get.
Oh, okay. I guess we can smile.
Shop quality certified cars with upfront pricing at CarMax.com.
Where's the tea?
Hello everybody, welcome to the stream that's only gonna last like an hour and a half. Gonna be reacting to, my god, like probably one of the, oh my, can you not do that? Probably to like one of these videos. I don't know if I'm gonna react to this one. And maybe something else. I'm sweating. I need to turn on my fan actually. Real quickly, I need to go onto my live stream just so I can look at it from my TV. Okay, so I can look at the there we go. So I can look at the comments. I use my TV as the comments. Shut up. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna react to. I don't really want to watch any of those. This, I don't even know how it's possible. If you don't know what this movie is, it's basically this monkey where, whatever you say, not whatever you say, whenever it does, like, the, like, whenever it claps, somebody dies. I don't know how this is possible, because it's by chance that you die or not, it's inevitable. But, yeah. So, I don't know. I do have to move this up because, wait, oh, no I don't. I wonder why I was doing that last time. Never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. When swinging wide suddenly stops. Fewer. Nyeh. Cops steal suspects Oh, that's 50 minutes. No, never mind. I was about to click on that. Oof. What? Okay. Wait, did they I didn't even realize that. Did they change the YouTube again with like the videos and stuff? Cuz this looks different. When cops lost when cops lost their one Wait, when cops lost their 1v1 fights. Why am I getting boner pill ads? Why? You might think it's the things that I watch, or like look up. Look at this. Why am I getting that for like this stuff I look up? I don't know what to watch. The most disturbing things caught on dash cam. Oh. Bro, bro, no wonder why nobody watches me. I'm just dead silent trying to look at something to find. No, screw it, let's watch this. Why is he shirtless?
I knew I
Why
was
is Doug
underwater.
shirtless? Why is not Doug?
I just
Wait,
didn't realize I was this
why
underwater.
is he shirtless?
If
Oh my
Head
God.
to extra.
Why? Okay. Let's look at something on my watch later. Wait, what? Oh, upcoming. Oh, in 2 days. Circuit of the Americas. Nice. I watched the second Long Beach race, and what McDonald did. Oh my God, bro, his engineer person was fuming at that. 'Cause he lost 4 positions, by the way. He was in 4th place because he hit the person in front of him, and because of that was an illegal overtake, and he lost basically 4 positions because of that illegal overtake. Technically 5 because he was in 3rd. What is something that's short? What? Las Vegas isn't Las Vegas. Nah. Yo, is it possible to like pause a live stream? You know, maybe I should have searched for stuff before I start the live stream. Drunkest man in police history terrorizes entire nation. Let's skirt. Watch this. It's 32 minutes. You know, this could be the last one, actually. Yeah. This would be the last one. Alright, YouTube. Let's go. Watch a, oh, my nose. Doorman. What is this? Why are you so long? Mom forces daughters to be an influencer. And why are you so loud? Is that loud? I don't know if that's loud or not for you guys. Yeah, and then why is just all of these so long? Anything short? 2 hours? Yo, I saw a reaction video to this. It is weird. What? 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 Huh? Why do we have... Why do we... Why... Oh. You know what? I'm watching this. Screw it. I'm gonna watch this. Bullied Bully kids turns puppets into I can't read any single title. Bullied kid turns puppets into millions. Super Mario Logan.
Oh, yes, I can. Gotcha.
Damn! Oh my god. That escalated so quickly. This one. No, wait, is he. Wait, no, is he Lance? Or am I just thinking about F1? I don't know. That one has to be
Oh,
Logan.
yes, I can. Gotcha.
I don't know.
Honey, stay with me. Man, we have to take him. We have to go. Let's go.
That escalated so quickly.
Well, do you know the answer or not, Logan?
Logan Paul.
His brain's frozen.
Johnny, that's enough.
You got this, Logan. All right, carry the 2 front.
What is this? Algebra. Alright, 13 minus 2 out of 3. I have no idea. 6?
Let's divide by...
He can't do it. He looks like he's buffering.
Wait. 13 minus 2 slash 3. 2 slash... 11 and a half? 10 and a half?
All right, kids. See you tomorrow.
Yo, look at that. Little Logan still plays with dolls.
It's not like that. They're from my YouTube channel.
You have a YouTube channel? What's it called? Wow, that's terrible. I mean, if you're gonna make cringe YouTube videos, at least get a decent camera. This looks like it's from the 90s. Just do yourself a favor, give up now.
This is 2008. This kid cannot be talking.
Logan, tell you what, when I'm a successful CEO, you can be my janitor, okay?
Who is this guy supposed to be?
I call Mario!
Oh, fine. I'll be Luigi.
Hey, honey, I'm home.
Is that an Atari?
Actually, it is.
Boys, do I not even get a hi, Mom, before you start playing video games?
Hi, Mom.
Wait, no, oh my god. Why did I say an Atari? Atari's that thing with that, like, stick and button.
What did we talk about anyway? No video games until you've done your homework.
Mama!
It's Friday, hon. You know, besides, I got winners. And I got Link.
Really?
It's a Friday. Mamma mia.
Bring it on, old
If I was him, I would be cringing out of my
man.
mind.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a goal!
So, how was school today?
That was fine.
Logan?
His brain's frozen.
Logan?
It was terrible. Like, always. I hate it there.
You are so dramatic. Nobody likes school, but you have to do well, or how else will you get a job when you grow up?
Can I be excused?
You haven't even touched your food yet.
I'm just not hungry.
You love my
I
Maggie.
have not heard anybody say, "Can I be excused?" in forever. Last time I probably heard that was like 2013.
Cheese.
Got McDonald's cheek fell off my desk.
So, Logan, you got a big birthday coming up. 15. Do you want anything special?
Just some plushies and a HD flip cam for better YouTube videos.
Logan, did you spit your food out into that napkin?
What? No.
Show me.
Who doesn't like mac and cheese?
That is disgusting.
I'm telling you right now, that plate would already be gone. I got big back for mac and cheese.
I'm sorry, I just couldn't eat I have to go.
No, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna finish your meal.
Logan, get back here. Logan! Logan!
What was that?
Logan!
What happened?
Logan! Honey!
Is he breathing?
I don't know!
What
Call
is
the ambulance! Logan, honey!
I'm afraid your son
Tuberculosis?
has a serious health condition known as superior mesenteric artery syndrome. SMAS for short. It's a rare gastrointestinal disease.
What does that mean?
It means this is how Logan will have to eat from now on.
Through a tube?
Don't worry. We'll walk you through it. It's not as bad as it seems. A lot of people exist on this and put it fine. You'll be okay.
Bro, look at his feeding tube.
Logan, wait.
I've never heard of this for any story I've seen from Super Mario Logan. But you're in this situation, you're really thinking about that one time you got smacked to the side of your head.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Have you seen Logan? Lance, have you seen your brother?
Oh, no, still in his room, I think.
Make sure you don't join F1, buddy. Just make sure you don't join F1. Can you stop
from his own
falling?
birthday party. Logan, what are you doing?
Arts and crafts.
Figuring out your next steps after high school?
I'm making a very autistic, stupid puppet that shoves pencils up his nose.
Plus is your one-stop shop for
Honey?
I just can't do this anymore, Mom. The bullies at school have been making my life a living hell, and that was before this.
It's gonna be okay.
What if you're in this situation and you just say the N-word just for no reason?
Honey, you'll get through this.
But how?
Perfect timing.
Is everything okay?
Honey, do you want to see what we got you for your birthday?
Go, bud.
You got the camera I wanted!
Sure did. And we got you as many plushies as we could find. So you're gonna be making videos for months now.
That is not as big as the
Thank
one
you
we
guys.
actually had.
This is just what I wanted. Oh, Shrek, where did you come from?
Whoa, don't go to the bathroom for the next 4 to 5 hours.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Can't believe how fast the channel's growing.
I know, right? Wait till you see the new character I'm working on. It's gonna blow people's mind.
Oh, sorry. Were you gonna take that?
Is that supposed to be chili?
No. I don't eat.
You don't eat?
Yeah. See?
Okay then.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, like the average person is gonna know that it's a feeding tube.
Bro, that was pathetic.
I blew it, didn't I? It was not my fault. I know what to say.
Well, maybe start by not showing her your feeding tube.
Or start by saying that it is a feeding tube and not just saying, oh, here's this weird tube thing that I pulled out of my pants.
Are you still making those lame videos, Logan? He has a YouTube channel. It sucks. He's like 4 subscribers.
Actually, he has 100,000 subscribers.
What year is this supposed to be?
No way.
Wait, you're SML? Get out! We watch your channels all the time. Do the Mario voice.
There is no way that these two, just random people out of 100,000 people, know who this kid is.
It's me, Mario.
That's so cool. How do you come up with your videos?
I don't know. They kind of just come to me, I guess.
You should ask him about his feeding tube.
What's he talking about?
Do you want to show him, Logan? Or should I?
Should I skip to this video?
Ew, gross.
You just lost 2 subscribers. I hate it when people say that. Oh, I'm unsubscribing. Yeah, that's not gonna deplete anything from my status. I have like a little over 1,000 subscribers. One person unsubscribing is not gonna put a dent in the thing. I'm so cringy. I just don't know what to say.
Don't let him get to you. He sucks. The whole school knows it.
Is he still on a feeding tube? Like in real life? Oh my god. Yeah, I know you're in the moment, but you don't hear this very loud doorknob just open up.
I'm sorry. I just can't do it anymore.
She slips and then the knife just goes into her eye socket, into her brain.
I just can't. Every day there's just some new pain that comes after me. First it was the fractured skull. Next it was West Nile, and now it's this feeding tube. People laugh at me, and they should. I'm a cosmic joke, Mom.
Hey, it's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Mom, I want that experimental surgery the doctor was telling us about.
Oh, honey. That surgery is really risky, and we don't even know if it's going to work.
Well, we have to do something, otherwise I don't know what I'll do.
Honey, I don't know how we'll be able to afford that surgery.
Once my YouTube channel blows up, I promise I'll pay you back. I promise.
I believe you. I do. Okay, yeah, we'll figure something out. But please don't do anything impulsive. Okay? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Logan's had a really rough year, and I thought these shirts would help his classmates learn more about SMOS and maybe be more sensitive to what he's going through. They're only $10, and all proceeds go to help Logan with his surgery.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I'm afraid we cannot allow unapproved fundraising on school grounds. That is our policy.
Mr. Danvers, your next appointment is here.
Thank you, Nancy. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Please, you have to help me. Logan tried to take his own life, and I don't know what else to do.
We all know that it works.
What's with the...
Outplayed. Capture your best gaming moments. Outplayed automatically saves your game's highlights.
Don't care.
Eventually, they run out of rain.
Hey, your mom said you're up. Is it okay if I come in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, great.
I'm glad you're gonna be okay. And look, I got you this. I thought I could help on your next video.
I don't know who you are. Get out of here. Did they actually film in the hospital? Like in real life, the actual Logan?
Yoshi, I found a hair in my food today.
How many did you find?
4, my new record.
And cut.
Great performance. I hate to interrupt the fun, but are you ready, Logan?
For what?
I hate to ruin the fun, but Logan, you have stage 4 cancer. Yeah, you only have like 3 days left to live.
You're being discharged today.
Finally! Oh. What about Jamarcus?
Don't worry, Logan. I'll be home soon, too.
Here, keep this until next time I come here.
Oh no, sorry Jamarcus, you actually have stage 5 cancer. Yeah, you're gonna die within like the next 3 minutes.
Here and film the next episode. When you get out of here, we're gonna have so much fun, all the time. You hear me?
Bye, Jamarcus.
Bye.
Well, do you know the answer or not, Logan?
He still can't do it. What a dummy.
That's enough, Johnny, okay?
He's a loser.
Ew, gross. You know what? I might be bad at math, but I am not a loser. Because what a loser, I have over 150,000 subs on YouTube, and what—
Oh, that is just cringy. Yeah, that's just the flex mentality. You do not want to say that. Like, imagine being bullied in real life and be like, "Oh, I have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. You probably only have 1."
Would a loser be dating the coolest girl in school? People actually want to see my stuff. And what are you? Nothing. You just make nasty comments. You're like an internet troll in real life. Everyone here agrees with me.
Yeah, that's my face.
You just
when I'm
make
like,
nasty
this is the
comments.
cringiest
You're like
thing ever.
an internet troll in real life. Everyone here agrees with me. They're just too scared to say it to your face.
Everyone here agrees with him, but that's just way too cringe to say out loud.
The whole school's talking about what you said to Johnny.
Mom, what's wrong?
It's about Jamarcus.
Yeah, he's dead.
I am so sorry, Logan.
Wait, is he actually dead? Is he actually dead? Oh my god, he actually died.
I'm so glad you came, Logan. Jamarcus just raved about you. He even told me the most fun he ever had was when you were making videos. I can't thank you enough for making my son's final days his best days.
He was so positive. He was always saying he was gonna go home. He just never got the chance.
Oh, sweetie. Jamarcus knew he didn't have much time. He knew his cancer was terminal.
Oh my god, wait, no, he was bald. I was about to say, oh my god, I didn't know he actually had cancer. But then I'm like, wait a second, that's like the most stereotypical bald person ever. Say they have cancer.
But he said he was going home.
Because
he wanted to lie to you. I don't know.
He did.
I was literally going to say that, and then I'm like, nah.
You know, that's who he always was. Positive. Even on his toughest days. You know, whenever he saw me crying, he used to say, even the darkest clouds eventually
run out of rain. I'd almost given up on life.
Yeah, I'm back. But only because you have not downloaded Pi Adblock.
And I probably would have if it wasn't for Jamarcus. I didn't even get to say goodbye.
Well, I mean, technically.
He isn't gone. He's still with us.
No, he's gone. I'm telling you right now. I know it's that Christian mentality. He's gone.
Will be. What he'd want is for you to make the most out of your life, Logan. Make Jamarcus proud.
Taking Jamarcus's mom's advice, Logan kept making videos with his brother and his friends. As his confidence grew, so did his subscriber count. To the point where Logan grew one of the biggest YouTube channels in history, reaching tens of millions of subscribers and billions of views. Since then, he's introduced new characters to his fandom, has collabed with lots of influencers, and has even some of the biggest brands working.
Bro, this is a kids. Darman is basically a kids channel.
Since then, he's introduced
Ronald,
new characters to his fandom, has collabed with lots of influencers, and has.
This guy is like the most non-kid friendly things ever.
Even some of the biggest brands working with him. But most
except for Nintendo.
Importantly, Logan uses his success to help other kids struggling with illnesses in Jamarcus's memory, reminding them that every dark cloud eventually runs out of rain.
Thank you.
Logan? Is that you?
Johnny.
Why couldn't they just get the actual Logan?
From middle school.
You know, I actually heard you were coming by to see the kids today. Just wanted to say that's really cool.
Well, thanks. You, doing good?
I'm getting by. I'll tell you what, I'd be doing a heck of a lot better if I could get one of those cool SML shirts.
Yeah. Sure.
It's like 2 sizes too small. You literally can't put it on.
Nice. Oh, and do you mind signing it?
And he just actually no, he was at the hospital with stuff. Yeah, he would actually have stuff.
Seriously, this means so much. Thank you.
Yeah. Something's that. Okay, well, I felt that entire video. I felt like I was stealing a video for some reason. I don't know why. Why is he shirtless? Okay, next video. Where do memes come from? Another 25-minute video. All these are over 20 minutes. All right, these 2 videos, and then I am going to go.
Head to extratug.com right now where you can see me absolutely complete.
Wait, actually, real quickly, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ask my mom what her email password is. I don't know why I said that.
you can see
Had a
me
shirtless guy
absolutely
here this whole
completely
time.
naked. Well, that's not true. Chris, zoom out, let him know I'm not completely naked. But it's an exclusive video content on extratug.com if you want to check that out. It does get a little raunchy, at least. So, I know it's stupid to talk about memes, because when you talk about memes, you look outdated because memes move so fast.
I've been thinking of doing like an entire history of memes from like 19 to 2000, from like 1900 to 2025.
That you end up looking like that terrible Wendy's commercial from like 2012.
Eat spicy goodness like a boss.
Memes are weird because they're like whippets. Like their high is fleeting, they move really fast, and you just want more all the time once you get your first taste. As the cultural currency of the digital space, memes are fundamental to understanding the citizens of the internet. They've been around since I was alive, I think. I mean, ever since I've been on the internet, there's been memes. Like Can I Has Cheeseburger and mushroom badger, whatever the f that was. But what is a meme exactly? And where did they come from? And why do we call them memes? Because that's a dumb name for a silly little picture. From graffiti scrawled on bathroom stalls to all that weird minion you're on posts on Facebook, memes are the cave drawings of the internet. They don't always make sense at first glance, but decoding... Huh? Them explains a lot about our culture. So get ready, Tuglets, because today, all your base belong to us. And that is...
Best 200-word essay in 10 minutes
Why didn't
will
you
win
just do
$200.
the ad at the very beginning?
I think I'll win.
No, I'm gonna win.
They're both...
Unbelievably old, that meme I just said. A lot of you have no clue what I'm talking about, but that's the power of the internet. The memes are like wallpaper over and over and over again. You could cut deep and find something from 1942.
Why are you standing here? Why do you have to do this in the room?
So to start out, the word meme was first coined by British evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins in 1976 in his book The Selfish Gene. Based on the Greek word for imitated, Dawkins defined a meme as a unit of cultural transmission that's replicated, mutated, and shared. As a biologist, he looked at culture through the framework of biology so he could see how ideas and concepts...
When was the word meme invented? Why do they capitalize V? I mean, why did what? I don't even know. 1976. Wait, did he literally say it?
Spread over time. His chapter on memes even called them a virus, which is fitting because we call things viral on the internet, which I absolutely hate. I don't think people even do that anymore. Viral used to mean that you put a silly video on the internet like Chocolate Rain and that becomes your whole life now and you never have to work again for the rest of your life. Now you go viral by posting a silly video on TikTok, getting 80,000 views, and it's back to the office tomorrow. So, the internet sucks now. For most of us, memes belong to internet culture, but Dawkins defined them decades before AOL force-fed us free trial CDs. And sure, the basic ideas for media before AOL force-fed us free trial CDs. And sure, the basic ideas for media and fashion trends also fall under
I do remember the CDs that you put in computers.
Dawkins' description, but even before the internet, there were memes that were so weird they actually seemed to share the same basic DNA as what we see online today. For instance, this little guy. Did you know he was involved in a Vietnamese atrocities? I'm sure you didn't.
I thought that was a World War II thing.
Roy was here was a piece of graffiti commonly left by soldiers during World War II. Historians believe it was a combination of an American shipyard inspector's signature and a popular British doodle known as Mr. Chad. The Kilroy meme...
Okay, close my door. Oh my god. I will be right back.
probably began around 1943, originating from Massachusetts. Little state pride here, and spreading across much of the world thanks to American and British soldiers. There were a lot of variations of Kilroy was here graffiti, because it's really fun to draw and you can do it in a bunch of different ways. Like Kilroy slept here, or Kilroy drove this truck. But it was all basically shorthand for the phrase an Allied soldier was here at one point. As one soldier wrote, Kilroy was in the latrine, but he left before you got there. Kilroy became an iconic symbol for soldiers during World War II, one that boosted morale and camaraderie. And even after 1945, Kilroy was still being referenced in like songs and plays and all different kinds of media, not just war. It's not all about war all the time. It became so ingrained in military culture that World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. features Kilroy. I remember going there when I was a child, seeing that graffiti and thinking that it was real graffiti, and I let someone know about it and they laughed at me. So I'm kind of pissed about that a little bit. Make it more obvious that's a part of history and not just a desecration of my great American...
Isn't it literally ingrained into the marble?
Monument. But let's move away from, you know, relatively important things, and let's jump right into the dumb that we're going to be talking about today. Let's start with the Super S. Now, I call this the Super S, but it goes by many names. On the internet, they called it the Cool S, Graffiti S, Universal S, Pointy S, or Stussy S. But regardless of what I'm talking about, you know this thing. You've seen this thing before. You learned how to do this in the 3rd grade. You take 14 lines, connect them in a certain way, and it makes a badass looking S. But like, our parents know about this, we know about this, and middle schoolers know about it right now. Where the f did this thing come from? Well, this meme has been around for at least a half century, like a sacred symbol passed from middle schooler to middle schooler, but genuinely, no one actually knows where it came from. Is that not a little concerning? Some claim it's from Superman, while others think it's from clothing brand Stussy, but DC Comics and Stussy are on the record saying it's not their creation. And it's not the old Suzuki logo, and it has nothing to do with Jean-Michel Pasquat, or whatever his f***ing name is. It just simply exists. Like, it's just fun to do, and someone learned how... how to do it, and now we all kind of know how to do it. Historians can trace the roots of the Super S back to 3300 BCE, to the ancestors of modern-day Romanians. But I mean, like, kind of, because it looks like this, which is not the actual Super S that we're drawing all the time, but obviously it started somewhere, and it's pretty kind of similar. The Super S belongs in the pantheon of middle school memes, along with the rumor that Richard Gere stuck a gerbil up his ass, and Marilyn Manson had his ribs removed so he could blow himself. Those are two rumors that started before the internet, and I knew both of those things leaving middle school.
Isn't it just extremely dangerous to get your ribs removed?
Like, how does that information get passed to us? Just kids throughout the years telling other kids that a famous guy put a gerbil up his ass, and Marilyn Manson, the freaky looking dude, doesn't have bottom ribs so he can suck his own. Why did we? I know more about that than I do geography. Next up on the list, we have something that became something else that started as something else. But let's talk about Andre Has a Posse real quick. In 1989,
I have never heard
student Shepard Ferry started slapping stickers of pro wrestler Andre the Giant around Rhode Island. Not technically Massachusetts, but pretty close to it, so I'll still take a little town pride. The stickers were an in-joke with his friends and a sly nod to hip-hop and skater culture. But even though the pictures made little sense, the imagery caught on with
okay.
skaters, and soon Andre Has a Posse stickers were found across the world. It became so widespread that in 1994, the WWF threatened to sue Ferry for his use of Andre's likeness. But this was the 90s, and people didn't really know what memes were yet, so...
Hey, my mom came into my room and was just... because she was entering the code for the Minecraft toy thing. Literally doing like this, just standing next to me. Like, why did she have to come into my room to do all of that? You could have just done it outside of my room.
You didn't understand that when you try and stop a meme, it gets even more powerful. To avoid the litigious wrestling organization, Ferry just used a less recognizable version of Andre's face for his Obey posters. And yes, this is where we get Obey.
Not even him. That would look like Andre the Giant.
Brand that was cool for like 2 years, and then the biggest douchebags wore it for the rest of history. But Ferry's Obey street art became an even more iconic version of the original Andre meme, spawning tons of copycats and parodies. And if you think this looks familiar, it's either because you were part of skate culture at one point, or it's because you saw the Obama Hope poster, because Ferry also did that. Ferry is still displaying street art inspired prints and paintings at galleries to this day, and
that looks like a what's it called? North Korea thing. Actually, a lot of these look like North Korea things. I don't
used
know
to run
why.
Obey as a sticker, clothing, and propaganda company. But enough about the real world. The real world sucks big wang. Let's jump into the digital world. Chris, do like a really high effort edit of me jumping into the internet. Ready? Okay, here we go. Whoa! Oh my god, you get paid so well to do this job. I really appreciate it. Of course, by Dawkins' definition, you could argue that any pre-internet trend was a meme. From giving your friends bunny ears and photos to quoting the Steve Urkel phrase, "Did I do that?" But memes as we know them today belong to the internet. So I went down the list of memes and I tried to find the first one, and it's up for debate really, but I think I found the earliest one at least. In 1996, Michael Gerard and Robert
Oh, you know. Earlier I said the entire history of memes from 1900 to 2025. I meant to say the entire history of brain rot.
I don't know, created a 3D rendered animation of a baby dancing the cha-cha. That's the earliest one. Shit was simple back then. A LucasArts employee found the demo, made a few changes to the file, and then shared it with a fellow coworker. And soon enough, the clip of the dancing baby became a sensation, bouncing around the internet through email chains and message boards and becoming one of the first viral internet videos. Once again, there was really not that much going on in the 90s. If there was a file of a 3D animated dancing baby, that was enough for most people. The animation was actually just a sample file meant to show customers how its software worked, which meant that anyone who had the file could manipulate the video. And this is why I would consider this a meme, is because people were able to take the original file, change it a little bit, and then put another one back out in the internet. So it was a constantly changing meme. That's the point of a meme. This added a collaborative layer that is commonplace in memes today and led to more and more videos of the dancing baby spreading across the dial-up version of the internet. There was even an official dancing baby website where they were, you know, hosting a bunch of different dancing baby.
Is that still a thing? I have to see if that's still a thing. Dancing... Wait, I spelled dance wrong. Dancing baby. Wait. .com. I don't think that's it. Maybe, no, I don't know. I found this one, though. I found this one. I don't know if this is it. It's so majestic. I can't look away. Oh, no.
Variation. You had Kung Fu Baby, you had Rasta Baby, you had Samurai Baby, all of them equally as racist. The dancing baby was actually a meme so popular that at one point it transcended the internet, which is, you know, gold star status. In 1998, the Fox sitcom called Ally McBeal used the dancing baby as a recurring gag whenever the main character felt her biological clock ticking. And they did this to almost no comedic effect. However, the 98, the Fox transcended the internet, which is, you know, gold star status. In 1998, the Fox sitcom called Ally McBeal used the dancing baby as a recurring gag whenever the main character felt her biological clock ticking. And they did this to almost no comedic effect. But, you know, it was an important moment in history, I guess.
Imagine watching that show or whatever it was and just seeing that like weird clear dancing baby meme thing. That would probably be funny.
Memes and 3D animations have come, people still have a soft spot for the dancing baby, pun intended. And in 2020, the dancing baby was finally re-rendered in HD quality. I don't like that. That sucks to look at. But when you start off with a creepy little dancing baby, where do you go from there? Well, you think there would be nowhere to go but up, but we found a couple more layers underneath the crust. In 1998, just a few years after the dancing baby had everybody on the planet changing their soiled diapers, Canadian art student Deidre Lacarte made a bet with a friend to see who could generate the most online traffic. Something that was just a joke back in the day. Now people do that for a
put a decapitated head in a toilet and make it sing that one song with that one fat guy shaking his belly while he eats food.
A full-time job. To win, she took the vibe of the dancing baby, but made it a rodent. And we're not talking about me.
You're a web designer? Here are 4 Wix Studio features you gotta know.
I don't care.
I understand I have the vibe.
I swear, I am going to maybe get YouTube Premium.
vibe of a dancing baby with also the
But it's just so expensive. $10, I think, or like $13. That's so much money. I say that, but yet I had the Fortnite crew thing.
vibes of a rodent, but we're talking about the hamster dance, baby. Her GeoCities, which is what websites kind of were back in the beginning, was called the hamster dance. It was a tribute to her pet hamster, Hampton, which is a little not as creative as I was hoping.
Is this that meme that just randomly occurred nowadays?
Featured 392 animations of hamsters dancing to a sped-up version of the song Whistle Stop from the 1973 Disney version of Robin Hood. This idea feels both incredibly innocent while also feeling like it's someone who did a whole bunch of crank and really wanted to pump out a website. Initially, the site wasn't that popular, but after email threads and a few online write-ups, it had 17 million views by the end of 1999. The site became so popular that its sped-up Disney song was sampled by the British electronica group The Cuban Boys, and their 1999 single, Cognoscenti vs. Intelligentsia, hit number 4 in the UK charts. I've never heard that song. The UK can like whatever they want, though. That's not up to me. Spin-offs of the site would follow, like the Pig Dance, the Pez Dance, Jesus Dance, and even Satanic Hamster Dance. In 2002, LeCarte was able to sell the rights to the hamster dance for $250,000. And after a few failed project and merchandising deals, in 2009, a direct-to-DVD film called How the Hamster Dance Saved Winter was released through the Hamster Dance website. Only 2,000 copies were sold, and LeCarte was correct to ditch this property.
I've never heard that movie's in the weirdest animated movie videos that I've seen.
As possible.
Where's
The new
my
owner
mouse?
of the electronic hamster dance website says that he's lost over $1 million on that little deal. But once again, it was the early internet. People didn't understand that memes moved fast. So they thought they were signing up for a lifetime deal of everyone loving the hamster dance. Kids these days don't even know what the that is. It's been like 10 years. It's crazy. Now we're gonna move on to the less innocent, the more insidious internet memes. We all know that the internet can be a cruel place. In my last video, I appeared shirtless, and someone said, well, a lot of people said,
what is the best meme that you have heard of? Oh, not the best meme you've heard of. What is your favorite? What is your most favorite meme? Probably, I actually don't know. The meme that I mainly do nowadays for some weird reason is like, do you know the way? I don't know why I keep repeating that now. Most favorite meme, probably Gangnam Style. I have no idea.
a lot of mean things, actually. And while original memes like
I remember my cousin showing me Gangnam Style for the first time, and it was weird.
The Dancing Baby and Hamster Dance were innocent enough, in 2003, things started to take a darker turn. This was the year that the Star Wars Kid came to the internet. Do you guys know the Star Wars Kid? You know about that horrible little story? The video was of Ghislaine Raza. I hope it's Ghislaine and not Ghislaine. I hope to God it's not that. A Canadian 9th grader having an imaginary lightsaber fight alone in his video class. Which is innocent enough, you know? Be a little weirdo. Have a little fun. You're in 9th grade. Everyone's allowed to be dorks. But sadly, he forgot to take the video out of the videotape when he brought it back to his class. And his classmates found the tape, and without his permission, they digitized it, uploaded it, and put it on Kazam, which I guess was like a video sharing site at the time. And this was not good. Devastating, I would say. 1 week later, the video was already being remixed and blogged about, with people adding in effects so it looked like Raza was actually using a lightsaber. That's the only version of the clip I've ever seen, is him actually using a lightsaber. I thought that was the original clip. I guess not. It was just people being really mean to this kid. The following week, Andy Bayo, notable blogger and future chief technology officer of Kickstarter, posted the video on his blog. And then from there was no stopping it. This kid was being shown across all the internet, once again without his consent, and it was spreading like wildfire. It was posted everywhere, from Newgrounds to Boing Boing and Wired News. New edits kept popping up, like some of them would put the Star Wars Kid in a canoe, or as you can imagine, this was probably the worst thing to do to a 9th grader, and it basically ruined his life. Not only was it in a canoe or in a spreading like
Hello? What just happened? My headset just disconnected.
Wildfire. It was posted everywhere, from Newgrounds to Boing Boing and Wired News. New edits kept popping up, like some of them would put Star Wars Kid in a canoe or in a really well-edited Matrix fight scene. And as you can imagine, this is probably the worst thing to do to a 9th grader, and it basically ruined his life.
People that say that fidget spinners help you with your concentration, it's a lie. When you're doing, like, schoolwork and stuff, and, like, this does not help. I just want to stare at it. Watch it spin. So mesmerizing. You know, everybody that's tired of this video, just...
Not only was it bad enough luck that he left the tape in the camera, but its discovery coincided with the widespread adoption of the broadband internet. Everyone was getting on the internet like...
Here we go.
Right at this time. It was a terrible time to go viral for something you don't want people to see. It was easier than ever to share videos, and in just 3 years, the Star Wars Kid was estimated to have been viewed over 900 million times. Parodies of the video also appeared in regular TV, like American Dad, Arrested Development, South Park. You could also find a version of the Star Wars Kid in Tony Hawk's Underground Pro Skater 2, I think is the one that he was in. The one with Ben Franklin. Raza was bullied online and at school, and the bullying got so bad that Raza dropped out of high school, finished
my honest reaction when I noticed nobody's watching my
the semester in a psychiatric ward. Literally had to go to the crazy hospital because I don't blame him. He had nobody to talk to about this. This was the first time a human being felt like this. Do you understand? Kids today put something embarrassing on the internet and they're like, whatever, it'll pass. Like, how are you supposed to handle that? The fact that 900 million people have seen you be a fucking dork. That would make you go crazy. Sensing that they maybe crossed the line, Andy Bayo and 400 online fans raised over $4,000 for Raza, sending it to him along with a
What? Huh? Okay.
30 gigabyte iPod, a gift certificate, and a thank you letter. You ruined a fucking kid's life and you gave him $4 grand and an iPod. Don't put that in, Chris. Completely blur that last part out. Slipped out. I'm tired. But some good news out of this, Raza's family eventually sued the family of the kid who put the video on the internet in the first place, and they settled out of court. So I'm hoping he got a big chunk of change. We're rooting for you, Star Wars Kid, and I shouldn't call you that. That's not who you are. You are Raza. Sorry about that, my bad. Alright, now that we've moved past the sad, let's move directly into the cringe. While early viral videos were parodied on network TV and written about in the New York Times, it was message board memes that gave us much more of a modern meme culture. Far from the harsh light of the sun, the online forum 4chan was an important incubator for ideas.
I've went on 4chan, I cannot figure out how to search things up on there.
Testing ground for memes to grow and evolve before jumping to more mainstream sites like Reddit. And this was the case of the Rage comic. Starting on 4chan in 2008, these 4-panel comics were extremely easy to make, and you could put them together in Paint, and they were very easily shareable and relatable. And because they were easy to consume and a little bit even easier to create, Rage comics became the framework of unlimited online collaboration. And in the process of doing this, there suddenly was a cast of characters that you would put in Rage comics that are still recognizable to this day. Literally kind of like a modern commedia dell'arte. I don't know if you guys know what the I'm talking about. It was like back in ancient times they used to do plays, but all the plays had like the same rotating characters in them, so when you showed up to a play, you'd understand what's going on without being explained. It was kind of like Friends. Like, oh, that's Ross. Ross is gonna be a goober. Like, dude, I'm getting out of my depth here. But like, we got the troll face from Rage Comics. You know what I'm saying? This image.
Oh my god, I hate the new troll face stuff so much.
Just closely associated
like the demon troll face stuff. I hate those so much.
Associated with trolling and the group Anonymous that hacked Russian military radio frequencies in 2002, and it's also just synonymous with being a dick. But like that, like, you know, or cringy kids wearing it on a t-shirt. Why you so mad, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I hated that I said that, but that's literally what this is. Speaking of why you know, it also gave us Why You Know guy. This gross little actually, the story of this guy is a little bit more interesting than the troll face. He actually started as a character's exaggerated facial feature in a one panel of the sci-fi manga a Gantz. And then it was altered and used in Rage Comics, and then it made the big leap from Rage Comics to like the macro memes, like where it's like the top text, bottom text. So he did a pretty good job for himself. And then you have Forever Alone, and then just like the normal like people faces, like the girl and the guy. And that's nowadays we just have a newer version of that with like the blonde hair guy and the girl, and it doesn't change, it just gets different. You know what I'm saying? And also, people have always asked me, Tucker, how did you learn how to game algorithms as a TikTok creator? And it's because I used to post Rage Comics on Funny Junk, and I used to literally screenshot my Rage comic and then change the likes to a higher number and then repost it with the likes in the picture, and then people would be like, oh, this is actually good, and then they would like it. It's hard to explain, but I understand that people were
That is actually genius.
easily manipulated if you just told them that it was good if it wasn't actually good. But regardless, I started with Rage Comics on Funny Junk, and that's where we got Forever Alone. But okay, we got the Rage Comics out of the way. They were a big deal. What's up next? What's up next is the macro memes, the macro images. Image macros still thrive on the internet today, and memes like Distracted Boyfriend. But I think the golden age of macro memes comes from like the early web 2.0, when social media culture was spreading faster than ever before. But our senses of humor still hadn't been entirely shaped by the internet, so there was no like dank memes. Like the memes weren't entirely self-referential, like they had some outside influence. Like that's when the peak of macro images were around. We were bringing the offline vibe to our online lives, not the other way around. And I don't have time to hit on all of these forgotten legends, but no history of memes is not complete without hitting at least my favorites, so I'm just gonna talk about those real quick. So it's time for a segment I'm calling Big Tug's Image Macro Meme Mania.
I feel like I'm stealing this video because I'm not putting in any commentary, but I don't know what to say.
Timm. Bit 'em. Okay, that's fun. Up first, and probably my favorite of all time, was Bachelor Frog. Bachelor Frog used to make me cry laughing when I was a child. There's one that said like, oh, little poop on the toilet, blast it with piss. And I probably read that when I was 8 years old, and it has stuck with me.
Facts though.
For such a long time. That meme was all about, you know, being gross as a dude, and that would make me. And then there was Bachelorette Frog, and then it would talk about things like discharge, and I didn't understand that what that was when I was a child, so it didn't work for me. Then we had
Wait, what did that say?
Frog, and then it would talk about things like discharge.
Glance into the toilet when on period. Looks like a lava lamp. What?
And I didn't understand that what that was when I was a child, so it didn't work for me. Then we had Scumbag Steve, an absolute classic. Shouldn't surprise you, but this guy wearing the most douchebag hat of all time is actually from Boston. He was a rapper in the group Beantown Mafia and went by the name Blake Boston. Yes, a nickname for Boston is Beantown, but you should never, ever call yourself part of a Beantown Mafia. You sound like a vagina flicker. But listen, I'm not here to on anyone for trying something so big and failing so spectacularly. So no shame to Scumbag Steve. The memes were fantastic. It was really just like when you steal money and you don't give it back. It was just making fun of scumbags altogether, but no shade to Scumbag Steve. The only thing I want to mention is the fact that his mother did take this photo for the cover of his album Beantown Mafia. So, douchebag all around. And then there's the ones that, looking back, were a little cringe, like very Reddit-based, if you know what I'm saying. We had Conspiracy Keanu, which was like, you know, whatever, just like what if cats have their own internet and it's full of pictures of us? But something about Keanu Reeves had the internet enthralled with him in like the early 2010s. People loved him. In that post-Matrix but pre-John Wick era, he held the internet in his fist. There was also Sad Keanu, but that wasn't really a macro meme. That was just a sad picture. Overly attached girlfriend. That one's crazy because she turned out to be like a normal girl and like people would talk about her, but like, you know, she's chill. I think she's around on the internet. Overly attached girlfriend started as a video from Lania Morris, filmed for Justin Bieber's song contest. The performance was a joke in its entirety, with clingy lyrics and an unhinged delivery bordering on the insane. But she did her job too well. Like, yeah, she lost the competition, but people thought she was actually like that because early internet people had no concept of irony. So she completely took over, and they're, you know, top text, bottom text. Like, I was looking through your text earlier, who's mom? Kind of bullshit, but she's chill. She's awesome. She seems like a cool person. And finally, one of my favorites of all time was PTSD Clarinet Boy. Just put up there's nothing to explain here. So social media allowed memes to spread faster than ever before, potentially exposing them to millions of people in a matter of days. But this also means that memes can come and go just as fast, and in a year, they could be lost to time entirely. You probably didn't even remember that they did surgery on a grape. Remember that dumb meme? Before our algorithms were shuffling us through a bottomless well of content, you had memes that put their feet up and stayed around for a while, like the aforementioned Chocolate Rain. The music video was uploaded by Tazon Day in 2007.
The only time I've ever heard of this song was when those NASCAR 2000 whatever game it was, clips were like going viral and stuff from
Temperature feel and absurd imagery of the term chocolate rain helped it go viral. And every white person
The one car singing chocolate rain and then getting hit by a million F cars.
completely missed the meaning of this song, even though it was pretty on the f***ing nose that it was about racism. Zonday parlayed the song's success into late night talk show interviews, a guest appearance in Weezer's music video, and he even rewrote the lyrics to Chocolate Rain for a Super Bowl commercial for Cherry Chocolate Pepper. So he kind of sold out a little bit. He obviously had a purpose that he was going for, and then he saw the bag of cash and said, give me that shit. But I don't blame him. This was the early internet. He probably just put that video out for a little recognition and got all these brand deals. So he was like, F it, I'm going for that. The only thing anyone remembers for those videos is Another prevalent meme from this time that is still popular today is, of course, A 1987 pop song by Rick Astley became a 2007 bait-and-switch meme that took over the world. Even as recently as 2020, Rick Astley was still performing the song even in like a AAA commercial. I used to get Rickrolled when I was trying to download albums off of LimeWire as a kid. Like, it was just a very popular thing to do. It's gone to the point where people have memorized what the YouTube link for that song is, like the letters and numbers, so they don't accidentally click on a Rickroll meme. But the best way for a meme to stay popular nowadays is to, how do I say this? It has to become a meme that other memes reference. It has to be a meme within a meme. I'm not gonna say memeception because that's cringe, but that's also a meme. This is the language of the chronically online. Essentially, these memes create online hieroglyphs that work in a complex way for people who are chronically online to recognize one another, or for certain communities.
What is that middle one?
To gatekeep. Memes have become a riddle, wrapped in an enigma, wrapped in a question mark that, you know, just make no f***ing sense to anyone who doesn't know years of meme culture. Sometimes you gotta pull out the red string to figure out what they're talking about. Like, for instance, this. Like, this probably made me cry laughing the first time I saw it, but like, how do I explain why this is funny to anybody? But as internet meme culture matures into its third decade, we're starting to see a shift from memes as a cultural currency to an actual currency. I mean, in the world of crypto, there's a subset of meme coins. That shit sucks. These coins are different from Bitcoin because they don't have a cap on them. So Bitcoin has a finite cap on how much it has, let's say like 20 million Bitcoin, so they have value because there's only
this. I cannot watch this without feeling like I'm stealing it. Alright, Alright, I'll just say this to live reacts. Alright, I am going to go, watch that one tomorrow. Alright, gonna be live tomorrow around 7:30, well, 8:30 Eastern time. Yeah, sorry for not really that much commentary. I don't know what to say. I will see you guys tomorrow.